Shall we go live, sir? हेलो नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी लोगों का सीडी पीजी वाला पे। मेरा नाम है योगेश लहानकर। लेकिन आज का ये सेशन हमारे बारे में नहीं है, आज का सेशन है हमारे टॉपर्स के बारे में। जी हाँ, हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं मोहम्मद अली जी, ऑल द वे फ्रॉम केरला। तो नमस्कार, आदाब मोहम्मद अली जी। आई वुड लाइक टू वेलकम you in this particular session. And as I told
Thank
you, when we were having a word before this particular session, I mentioned that this particular meeting is all about you. So we will be
Yes,
talking about how prepared for this particular exam, what were the sources that you used, and what was your overall experience. Yes, Mohammed ji.
yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot, sir, for inviting me for this session. I'm very glad you called me because I spent almost 5 months on your YouTube channel
Okay, great.
studying, and as being a part of this YouTube channel is very big thing for me. Okay.
Right.
First of all, my exam was, I felt like exam was a moderate level. Some
Okay.
questions are very easy and some questions are very advanced level. Some statement
Okay.
questions are very advanced level.
Okay.
And what helped me the most is your YouTube videos. That's
बहुत
what
बहुत धन्यवाद,
I
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
yeah, thank you so much. And when I talking about your videos, I cannot understand Hindi properly because I'm from far south, and
Yes.
there is some problems while hearing your videos. But I
Right.
can use your slides, and I
Yes.
also use subtitles, translation. Some when I get confused, I use Google Translator for that, and
जी।
always there was a lot of when then after every sessions you will provide your slides with us in through
Exactly.
Telegram, and that
Yes.
was the most helpful part for
Okay.
me in this journey.
Okay. Great. ओके। सो मोहम्मद जी कह रहे हैं कि सबसे पहले तो यूट्यूब के वीडियोस ने काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्प करी। और उससे भी ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट बात यह है, मैं सारे बच्चों को यहाँ पे ये बता देना चाहूँगा कि हिंदी भाषा जो है, चूंकि वो केरला से आते हैं, पालक्कड़ से आते हैं, तो इसकी वजह से एक्चुअली में उनको हिंदी समझने में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आता है। ज़्यादातर आपने देखा होगा, मैं लेक्चर्स जो डिलीवर करता हूँ वो हिंदी में ही करता हूँ। लेकिन फिर भी उन्होंने कंटिन्यूअसली कंसिस्टेंसी रखते हुए हर एक सेशन को अटेंड किया। और उन्होंने अभी अभी यही सराहा कि पीपीटीज जो होती हैं, जो मैंने यूज करी है क्लास में, वो एक्चुअली उनको प्रोवाइड करी टेलीग्राम के जरिए। सो ही वाज एक्चुअली क्वाइट थैंकफुल फॉर दैट, एंड आई एम एक्चुअली थैंकफुल बिकॉज आई ऑलवेज यूज टू फील कि when I'm providing this particular PPT, is anyone really making use of it or not? There are beautiful questions that have been framed. There are beautiful explanations that have been framed. And I wanted students to take advantage of the same. And I'm really happy to see there is one student all the way from Palakkad, Kerala, who is taking the kind of advantage that I was looking out for from a student. So I would like to really congratulate you on that, Mohammed ji. And apart from that, I would like to ask you one very important
Thank you,
question.
thank you.
There would be multiple students like you from, say, Tamil Nadu or Kerala, or say from Northeast, who might have a slight difficulty in understanding Hindi. So in such a scenario wherein most of the classes on YouTube happen in Hindi, how did you cope up? Will you be able to just, expand on it a little bit?
Yeah, first of all, I started preparation almost 7 or 8 months ago.
Right.
When I searched about this exam, I studied in Calicut, Jamia Madinatun Noor College, a
Okay.
residential campus, and my seniors also appeared for CUET exam for almost 4 years. Yeah, and they always say that it's a moderate level examination, but
Right.
my aim was the best department for history, and I know even the exam is moderate. I have to prepare very well for this examination to
Right.
get some good marks. that's why I prepared. I prepared with a lot of materials,
Right.
especially the standard textbook for net examination, and
Okay.
also Sadish Chandra, Bipin Chandra, R.
Right.
Sharma, and also that books also. And after that, I can understand the things what happened and how it happened, and I have the basic idea. Then the most important part I understood was is the MCQ and questions, previous year questions. That's
Hmm.
what I started preparation with your YouTube channel. You
Okay. Great.
prepared all the questions. I understand how effort you put into it, because
Exactly.
all most of the questions, every questions are very advanced level, and it's
Yes.
very curated questions, and that helped me a lot, because I know I used to see almost of I I saw almost of your videos. That's very helpful for me,
Thank you.
because
Thank you.
but sometimes I get confused, because there is a very advanced level questions, net level
Yes.
questions, UPSC
Yes.
level questions,
Yes.
and sometimes my confidence level
But that's
decrease. Then
yeah. That's bound to happen when we
then,
have very tough questions. And I would
yeah,
like
yeah,
to, also, take a moment over here and say that I always used to tell students that there are always, some questions that you need to leave. मैंने हर बार
yeah, yeah,
बच्चों को बताया है कि यार दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू नीड टू लीव, ये भगवान से भी नहीं होने वाला, ठीक है?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I used to say this in the class. I wanted everyone to understand that when you attempt your examination 75 में से 75 किसी से नहीं बन रहे बेटा, किसी से
yeah,
नहीं
yeah.
बन रहे वो, right? So that's a very good input from your end, Mohammed ji. Would you like to also expand on your daily schedule, on how did you study exactly, how many hours did you dedicate for your preparation?
Yeah, I was a graduate in sociology, so I don't have basics in history.
Wow,
So
that's
I
amazing.
started preparation. Yeah, thank you, sir. That's why I started preparation almost 8 or 10 months ago.
Yes.
I then what I do the most is reading and making questions, and
Okay.
answering the questions you guys prepare.
Yes.
And I always do. I almost 6 hours or 5 hours a day
Right.
is my schedule, and morning 1 hour and evening 4 hours. That was
Okay.
my schedule, and I use my personal diary for that. I divided things, my times into some parts, and there is a
Okay.
diary. I used it for how I do tasks, and how
Okay.
what's the missing parts in my preparation, like that. And I always when I used to skip some tasks a day, I will replace it to another in another day. Okay,
Okay.
that was my schedule.
That's
And
great. Okay. So around 5 hours of daily preparation, you seem like a very meticulous planner to me, Mohammed ji. Because when you are saying that you usually divide your day and then you dedicate 1 hour in the morning and 4 hours in the evening, you actually seem to have prepared for this exam. You said for the last 6 to 7 months, that too with a lot of dedication. I would like to, speak to the students who are now preparing for CUET PG 2027 over here. You have a student over here who actually has been preparing from Kerala, perhaps has a lot of problem understanding the kind of language that I usually teach in, that is Hindi, and still making the best use of the resources that we have been providing, has scored 205, that too with a sociology background. Please keep in mind that Muhammad Ali ji has a sociology background in his graduation. So when I look at these 205 marks, Mohammed ji, let me tell you, these are equivalent to 250. What you have
thank you, sir. Thank
achieved
you.
is actually you are actually punching much above your weight. You are actually punching much above
Thanks a
your
lot, sir.
weight, and that's something that is that's something that shall give sures to anyone who listens to this particular story.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Uh,
Thank you. My
Let me also, tell everyone that I also have a little bit of Kerala connection, is because I have studied in Kerala. I have understood the people. I have loved the culture. And I see Muhammad now will be carrying that particular culture to Delhi. Is because with this
yeah.
kind of a score, he will either get into JNU or DU. So what's your goal university, Muhammad ji?
My aim is JNU, but I know there is some deprivation points.
Hmm.
So I'm not from a backward district. That will be a problem
That
for
is
me. I
that
think
is the
that
first
we
time that someone is saying that, with a very very sad face, that I'm not from a backward district. But yeah, that's really great. No problem. On a lighter note, yeah, yes,
then I know some DU and SU has very good department. Also BHU also have
yes,
very good department. My
yes.
aim is I am planning to do PhD in medieval history.
That's great.
So I always think that JNU has a separate department for medieval history.
Yes.
That's what I'm aiming for. That. Otherwise, I will choose HU or DU.
Okay, that's great. I have heard that SU has very good research facilities, so you should
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
obviously think about that as well.
Yes.
And Mohammed ji, I'm saying that I'm just impressed is would be you know much less than what I am right now. So I would rather say huge respect from your educator's point of view. I would like to, say that whatever that you have achieved with whatever resources that you had, it's mind blowing. It's amazing. It's something that we all should learn from, right?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Mohammed ji. And last but not the least, I would like you to conclude with, your overall impressions about CUET PG, and what would you like to tell the students who are going to appear in 2027? Your message to the future students.
Yeah, I'm saying that CUT PG is a everyone says that it's a simple exam or moderate level exam, but you
Right.
are planning to get into a very good college. There is
Right.
a very good competition. You know that
Yes.
because I experienced it all these years. Telegram group is very active. All of our
Right.
Telegram group is very active,
Yes.
and I know that many courses are there, and many people preparing very well for it because everyone wants that university. All then you have to prepare very well if you are aiming for a very good university. And I'm also saying that it's all about questions, not
Right.
just reading or writing. Not making doesn't help you in exam. When I still remember that I used to see your marathons, and
Yeah.
it was very advanced level questions. But
Yes.
I know that maybe this kind of questions will be coming
Yes.
CUT exam. It happened. A
It
lot of
happened. Yes.
questions, advanced questions, statement questions came to exam, and then I don't fear that exam because I saw it many times in your live session.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that
Thank you.
yeah,
As I always say, Mohammed ji, it's always better to, be prepared with, I always teach my students to prepare biryani, how to prepare biryani, so that
yeah,
on a particular day they will be able to manage jeera rice or pulao very easily.
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
if we learn to prepare biryani, and if the
Yeah,
examination asks you only a plain jeera rice, plain rice or pulao, you will be able to prepare it very
yeah,
easily,
absolutely.
right? So,
That's a good tactics for you from you.
yes. So, with that particular understanding, and with a very inspiring story of Muhammad Ali ji, now we'll be ending this particular session. So, thank you very much, Muhammad Ali ji. I would like to once again congratulate you. As I said, 205 नहीं, ये 250 है. सोशियोलॉजी का
Thank you, sir.
बैकग्राउंड,
Thank you.
हिंदी थोड़ा सा बोलने में या फिर समझने में दिक्कत, और फिर भी कंटिन्यूअसली लेक्चर्स को देखते रहना और उससे सीखते हुए एडवांस लेवल के क्वेश्चंस को करते हुए इस मुकाम पे पहुंचना कोई छोटी चीज़ नहीं है। और फिर से एक बार कहूंगा, सोशियोलॉजी बैकग्राउंड होने के बावजूद हिस्ट्री के सब्जेक्ट में 205 लाना बच्चों का खेल नहीं। So, thank you so much, Ali ji, and once again, congratulating you on this huge success. And with this, we are ending this session, everyone. Thank you and bye bye.